Hello, Katie here with Blue Notary, and today what I'm going to show you is how to fill out an Affidavit of Same Name. So this is usually seen in loan signings, but it can be just by itself. So what you want to do is obviously make sure that the person that is in front of you matches the same name. So you'll have to make sure that the driver's license matches the person that is in the session with you, and that this both is green and says pass. You would, if you wanted to pre-fill it, you can just put it over here, and we're going to say Anita Notary. Obviously, all of the names would have to match, but this is a mock session. So then it usually has a reference to the address of the house that is being sold. And then here is where you would print the name. And then a different tip that you can do is drag and drop the name. So this is our mock person. Otherwise it would say Anita Notary, so it would match the name of the person that you put in for the invitation. You would then put the signature for the primary, put it right up here. Okay, and then you would put all of your own information. So let's just say Florida. And then we can put a county that's in Florida, Broward. It's a fairly large county. Okay, and then you would put the date that it's being signed. So today is the 20th. Now, just keep in mind that if you are prepping these documents beforehand, that you either leave this blank and then put it on the day of, or put it on the day that you are doing the signing. So, because otherwise you don't want to just put the date as a couple days before the signer actually signs. So that's just something that you want to keep in mind. It is June 23. Okay, so sometimes you will see that they put the person's name of who you are making sure is the same person, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they leave a blank space and you would just put in that name. So then you would put in what they use to identify themselves. So usually it's either a passport or an ID. You could pre-fill it if you know what they're already going to use, or you can just wait and make sure that you fill it out during the signing. So we're just going to put that she's putting the driver's license, and it is at your discretion if you want to put any extra identifying information. I know some notaries do and some notaries don't, and it's kind of at your discretion, and then also what the contacting company would want. So if the title company wants extra information, make sure that you ask that and then go from there. So then we are going to put the expiration date. And then for here, you would sign. So you would just put the signature. This is after they have signed, after you've gone through everything, you've gone through the questions and they're in session with you. You would then sign your signature. I would put Bruce Notary. Underneath, I would just put Notary Public, because that's your title. Okay, and then you don't want to say that this is done, because it's not. Don't forget to put your seal. So you want to put it in a space that is not going over any other information on the page, and that it is basically uniform. And then at the very end, obviously, if you are doing this in front of a client, make sure that you let them know that you want to look everything over, that it looks correct, and then invite the signer to do the same thing. Otherwise, you are all set and you can complete the session. If you are doing this as a pre-tag, you cannot put this, which is the seal, or your actual signature. So you have to wait until Anita Notary or the actual signer comes in and signs until you can put your signature and then the seal. So if this is something that you're doing as pre-tagging, make sure that you're hitting save and exit, and then you will be all set and prepped for when this actually happens. So another thing is you can do this as a template. and then send it out as an invitation, or you can send it out in an invitation and then pre-tag it that way. It's kind of up to you, but that is how you will fill out a affidavit of same name.